Just got notified. The man in the red suit has paid a visit to my house. Yeah, so we're gonna rush back to the house. I know exactly what the fat man in the red suit just dropped off. And I'm pretty friggin' excited about it. So, come with me back to my house. I'm gonna unbox it for you. I'm gonna tell you a little bit of the story behind it. As you can tell by the title, I'm getting suspension for the Road Glide, but I didn't tell you which one I was getting. I'll see you at my house. Merry Christmas. I'm Jim. Welcome back to J Street Moto. Welcome to the channel if it's your first time. About a month ago, SuperGear Performance reached out to me and asked if we could collaborate together. Specifically, what they wanted to do was send me basically a whole front end setup for my 24 Road Glide, have me unbox it, review it, install it, all that stuff, and it's gotten here, and I'm really stoked. The parts are here. You and I are going to open the box together. Give you my initial thoughts on it. We're going to talk about why this is one of the parts I chose from that company. We'll talk about some of the other stuff that company does, the company themselves. This is a sponsored video by SuperGear Performance, as they sent everything that I'm going to unbox for you today to me for free. That does not mean in any way, shape, or form that I'm not going to give you my honest opinions and first impressions on this stuff, because I am going to be putting it on my own motorcycle, and so it's important to me that it looks good, it seems like it's made well, and that it lives up to the performance that the company has told me they expect me to see from what they've sent me. So I'm going to get situated and then we'll unbox. So SuperGear Performance was kind enough to send me a set of their inverted front forks, as well as a set of their triple trees, that entire setup. So basically I'm going to be able to replace, from a suspension perspective, the entire front end of the 24 Road Glide with the parts that come in these two boxes. Let's talk about the company for a minute. SuperGear Performance is a relatively new player in the US for Harley-Davidson performance parts and accessories, and they do focus all of their line is just for the baggers. Besides front suspension, some of the other things that they make are carbon fiber parts as well as wheels. I will put a link to all of this stuff as well as SuperGear Performance's main website in the description of this video. I'm really stoked about tearing into these boxes, so we're just going to go ahead and open them up. The triple trees first. They come very well packaged. They have a bunch of stickers in there. The instructions. And then you have the upper and lower clamps, as well as it looks like there is a new stem included in here as well, along with all the bearings and such. So if we take out the top clamp, we'll look at it first. This is made out of, it's CNC machined anodized aluminum is what they make their products out of, at least for the suspension, and I think they use the same thing for their wheels. It appears to be extremely well made. It's got a great finish. I got my entire setup in black because it matches the rest of the bike. I will say this about this entire setup I'm going to be putting on. I will weigh this part of it and the front forks before I put them on the bike, and I will also weigh their counterparts that I'm taking off the bike so that we can see. There is a weight reduction with this. I know on the triple tree they flat out tell you you're going to get a 38% reduction in weight over the stock triple tree, as well as a 40% increase in torsional strength over the stock triple tree. That's what their new triple trees say they deliver. I don't have a way to measure torsional strength, but I can measure the weight and tell you whether or not that's accurate when I go to put it on the bike. And that is the top clamp. we have the stem and the bottom clamp. It already has a bearing in it with a dust cover, as well as a bearing for the top side to the top clamp. And you also have another dust cover, and I'm assuming this is the one that goes kind of up here on top of the bearing that goes into the top clamp. So it comes with new bearing. It comes basically with everything you need. Just take off your old one, slide this up through the neck, tighten it down per their specs, and you're ready to put the forks in it. It seems like it's going to be a pretty easy installation. The triple trees are about 880 bucks. And currently it's December 14th, 2025. If you're looking at suspension, they are currently running I checked last night, SuperGear Performance is currently running a 10% sale for Black Friday, for Christmas, on their website. So you might be able to pick them up at a discount. These are the non-discounted prices, I'm telling you. It's 880 bucks for the triple trees. The forks cost $29.80. Let's just round it up to $3 grand. So all in, for the forks, triple trees, shipping will be free. Once you pay tax, you're looking at around $4,000 for this setup. The forks come very well packaged as well. We have some more stickers. The manual. The name on this setup for these forks is the RF7 inverted front end. That's Racing Furious 7 inverted front end. They have a pretty detailed installation guide, which is going to come in handy for me. Now let's look at what else comes in the box. Ooh, this was something I didn't expect. It doesn't surprise me, but I didn't expect it. You get a new axle. You get a new front axle. So this is the front axle that's going to go through the new bottoms of these forks. Then take out this, take out this. All right, before we yank the forks out, there is I'm guessing these are the parts we need for the whole setup. We've got some Allen head bolts. We've got some spacers, might be for the fender, I don't know. We have that's kind of cool. Huh. I'm sorry, this is cool. I need to look at this to see what it is. I have no clue what it is. It looks like a dog tag on a chain, but it can't just be a dog tag on a chain, right? I mean, yeah, see? Let's see what we have here. This is so it is, there's one of them's a dog tag, and then there is oh, sweet. It looks like they give you a thumb drive. I tell you what would be really cool. I'm kind of a techie guy. It'd be really slick if this thumb drive right here is what has like installation videos and tips and that kind of stuff on it. That would be kind of cool. That's kind of slick. I'm interested to see if there's anything on the thumb drive or if it's just for you to have for your own storage. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them out. This happens to be the clutch side fork. So let's talk about adjustability, because that's really what attracted me to these forks. These are adjustable in several ways. The first adjustment is the height of the fork, and it's handled by where you mount it into the triple tree. If the edge of the top clamp is at the edge of the top of this fork, the fork length is going to be 32 inches, which is about 2.5 inches longer than stock. That's going to change the stance of the bike. It's going to raise it up slightly on the front. It's also going to change the rake. It's going to make your wheelbase a little bit longer. They're adjustable by putting the top clamp, by mounting it as low as you can. If you do that, you're almost at the same range that stock is. I want to say it's like maybe a 1/2 inch difference. I think stock is 29.5 and these are 30. I haven't measured it yet, but everything that I've read online, I know these can go down to 30. Everything I found online says the stock length of the forks from the axle to the top of the fork is 29.5 inches. So I'm going off of that. If you know better and you're watching this video, drop it down in the comments. I plan on mounting mine as close to the stock length as possible. I do not want any of the front end a lot higher than the back. I've ridden these 24 Road Glides and newer. I've ridden them with suspension setups that had the bike kind of a little higher on the front end, and as you hit higher speeds, the bike starts to feel really light on the front end, and I don't like that feeling. I want it to feel planted, even if I'm going in a straight line. So the first adjustment for these is height, and that comes from how you mount them. The second adjustment, both forks have the ability to adjust preload, sag, the sag on the motorcycle. And you adjust it with the silver tab that's on both of them. Then you have the ability to adjust compression and rebound independently. The compression is adjusted with this blue knob on the clutch side of the bike, and rebound is adjusted with the red knob that is the fork that's on the throttle side of the bike. And I'm really interested in seeing how I can tweak those things. Let's talk about some other things about the forks. You can get these forks, they sell them in 3 different kind of color setups. One setup is the inner tube, and this big tube is all gold. Then where you would mount your brake, basically, and the wheel, where you put the axle for the wheel, is all black. Second color option you have is a black outer tube, a gold inner tube, and then a black bottom. Third color option you've got is what I did, and that's all black. Everything is black on it. I went with all black because that stayed true to the color motif that I'm going for on the motorcycle, as well as I think these will be a little more subdued. They won't stand out as much as other color combinations. They also have this pretty cool carbon fiber shield that protects the internal tube, the part of it that's exposed while it's on the bike. Next steps for all of this, shortly here, probably over the next month, certainly over the next month, I will do the installation video on these forks and triple trees. Depending on how long that video is, it might end up being in more than one part. Maybe one part. I might not record the disassembly. Just record putting everything together. That might be what I do. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. It may end up being more than one episode. It may end up being a really long video, or it may end up being just me putting the new ones on and not showing you how to take anything else off the bike. Haven't decided yet. Drop it down in the comments to let me know which way you'd rather me go. I'd like to thank the folks at SuperGear Performance for trusting me to do this, sending this to me, giving me the opportunity to share it with y'all and take you on this journey as I do yet another thing on my bike that I've never done before. From my family to yours, I want to wish you all a happy holiday season. I hope you have a great time. I hope you get to spend time with your loved ones and family. I hope you get to do everything that you want to do between now and the new year. I hope the new year is blessed and prosperous for you. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, click the notification bell, share it with your friends. All that stuff is 100% free to you, and it does help the channel. No matter what you do, always ride safe.